Alright guys, since I'm in the mood, how you guys doing? I'm back with another video. It might be out the same day as my Under the Red Hood review. It may be out the next day. We'll see. This video is we are reviewing Son of Batman, another DC Batman animated film. I've been trying to watch a lot of those on HBO Max. And so this is going to include general thoughts. It won't necessarily get into necessarily heavy spoiler talks. I'll just be talking about how I thought the actors / actresses that voice acted for those roles, what I liked about them, you know, and my overall thoughts about the film, its pacing, and, you know, how I feel it measures up to other films I've seen. And in particular, I mean, I know they're different arcs, but do I prefer Son of Batman over Under the Red Hood, or do I prefer Under the Red Hood? We'll get into that in this video. So, appreciate you guys watching. Let's get into it. Now, right out of the gate, we're gonna say, is Son of Batman better than Under the Red Hood? No. Is Son of Batman on the same level as Batman Under the Red Hood? No. Is Son of Batman a bad movie? No. Is Son of Batman a good movie? Yes. We got that out of the way. I wanted to get that done quickly so people didn't think I was, you know, because I am in the popular camp that believes that. Let's get into some positives about the movie. Just like in Under the Red Hood, there's good action and decent pacing. It has good pacing, just like Under the Red Hood had. Maybe a little better than Under the Red Hood. Maybe slightly better in terms of pacing. But the slow down drama moments, they feel much more earned and better delivered in Under the Red Hood. Just so you guys know, I didn't want people to think that I'm starting to think that Son of Batman's a better movie. I don't, okay? Moving on. Nightwing is also in this, okay? Now, I do prefer the Nightwing we got in Under the Red Hood, but I still enjoyed Nightwing in Son of Batman. He wasn't in it as much as a prominent role as he was in Under the Red Hood. But Dick Grayson / Nightwing is in this movie, and it is a decent / good Nightwing in my opinion. Not great like I thought, that something that blew me away like Under the Red Hood was with Neil Patrick Harris, but good nonetheless. Now, let's get into some mixed ideas, because I started to hint that it had some issues. It does focus a lot on the League of Shadows stuff, so if you're one of those people that doesn't really like the League of Shadows, the Al Ghul, the Ra's al Ghul, and all that, it may be a little bit for you to get through with certain portions, but they do it well enough if you're not really into that. And what I mean by I'm not really into it is I appreciate like getting it in chunks, little bits here and there, but I'm not a huge fan like the League of Shadows stuff. Like, I wouldn't read or focus a solo like Batman film focusing only on the League of Shadows. I'd rather it be about countless other options than the League of Shadows. That is my opinion. It's just my opinion. So if you're kind of agree with me on that, it may drag for you a bit here and there, but it does have good voice acting in it to where it doesn't feel like torture in the least at all. Morena Baccarin, if you don't know who she is in the Deadpool movies, by the way. And if you know who she is in the Deadpool movies, she voiced Talia al Ghul in this movie. Another voice acting cast, I was surprised, and she did a good job. And this was another one of the Jason O'Mara Batman films that I'm watching to get a full grip on where I think Jason O'Mara ranks. Jason O'Mara was good. I'm going to catch flack for this, but I prefer Bruce Greenwood's voice acting over Jason O'Mara at this point. I'm leaving it open for it to potentially change, but right now I favor Bruce Greenwood over Jason O'Mara. But at that point, those are kind of two different iterations of the character. They do kind of pull from different comic book, styles of the character. So it is kind of not necessarily the best comparison, but still, it's still a preference thing. So let's get back into some positives, because I don't want to completely rip on the movie. Okay, I think the person who played Damian Wayne in the film, I forget who played him. They did good. Damian Wayne was a bit much to get through, but that's the point of his character. He's supposed to have that arrogance, that irritable, a-hole-ish tendencies almost, because that's a little bit how the League of Shadows comes off at times. And that's how he got raised a lot before he even met his father, Bruce Wayne. So, and he does have an arc in the movie. It's not a big arc, but he does have an arc by the end of the film, and I can appreciate that. At least he has a journey and understanding, and his character changes because of it. So that is a plus. And another big plus is there's banter in the movie that's really, really fun. Damian and Batman, Damian and Bruce, the father-son banter. There's banter, and it's kind of funny. But the funniest banter of all has to be those snippets we get of Nightwing, Dick Grayson, having banter with Damian Wayne. I think it's hilarious, it works, and it kind of just flows nice. It doesn't feel out of place, and it feels a good representation of a comic, like how you would know these characters would interact with each other because of their personality traits. So that is another positive for the film. If you notice, this review is going to be a lot shorter because I have a lot less of general thoughts about the movie. But overall, I enjoyed Son of Batman. Again, another Batman animated film. And if you're into Batman like I am, there are things to enjoy. If you're into the idea of Batman actually having a biological son that becomes Robin, that's a little edgier, a little more on the edgier, dark, almost villainous side at times that sparks out, then this is for you. Check it out. And I recommend it. It's good. Not fantastic, not under the Red Hood level, but good nonetheless, okay? On a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being, I would, how can I put this? I would rather bite my fingers off and eat those for dinner. And 10 being, I would die a happy man immediately as the credits rolled. I give this a 7.5. Okay, it's in between that good to great range. It is a good, entertaining film. It has a moderate, maybe close to moderately high rewatch value. It's got things that make it watchable on, rewatch basis. It's not quite classic level or borderline classic like Under the Red Hood. But again, if you're fans of these characters and this storyline, it is worth checking out in my opinion. Just don't compare it to some of those top-notch other films. Go in with an open mind. Go in intrigued by this storyline, the execution of this storyline, and how you feel about this versus comparing it to other versions and other storylines, and you will be okay. So, that wraps it up. A lot shorter of a review for Son of Batman, but nonetheless, I do still recommend it, just like I do with Under the Red Hood. I recommend Under the Red Hood a lot more. And we're going to get on to some more stuff. Maybe tomorrow. Keep your eyes out for tomorrow, because I'm going to try and get both of these 2 videos up today. Okay? Just on the same day. The next day, tomorrow, Wednesday, be prepared on Wednesday, worst case scenario, for my Spiral, the new Spiral trailer reaction. I'm going to do a trailer reaction. Fingers crossed all goes well and it works out for that. So that's what you can expect from me coming in the future. Appreciate you guys watching this one too. And see ya in the next one, guys.